Bro, before this, I hit like 2,800 at a car wash with a big bonus too, bro. Bonus like 2,400, but they took it in taxes. So
Yeah.
it was horrible.
Full-time college student. So I never really had a job. I mean, I do stuff on the side, hustle here and there where I could. Other than that, I was just going to school.
Brayden Samak and Morgan Frommel are 19 years old. They have been best friends since kindergarten. In their first few months selling life insurance, Brayden deposited over $30,000 in a single month, and Morgan put up a $44,000 week as a brand new agent.
In December, I deposited a little over 30 grand.
You had a $44,000 week?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When I first started, if they picked up the phone, they were sold.
That's
That's
literally
just
what
what I
you
would
say,
say.
yeah.
If they picked up the phone, they're sold.
In this episode, Brayden and Morgan break down the exact lead spend formula that doubled their deposits, the mindset shift that turned every pickup into a sale, and the one line Morgan drops that bumps clients from $270 a month into $400 a month policies on the spot. I realized that I just needed more inventory. My skill set was there. I was just lacking ammunition to actually go out and get the job done.
And then I went home, spent 1,500, 2K every week, and wrote 40K next month. And I was like, bro, that was it.
I just tell people that. If I can save them money, then it's a laydown.
All right, Heavenly Father, Jesus, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity that we get to talk about this amazing business that you've given us, talking about the amazing people that we have inside of this organization. And I lift up Brayden and Morgan to you right now. I ask for clarity. I ask for clarity over every single individual inside of this room. I ask that you just speak to this, you speak through them to the speaker that's listening to this and give them the right wisdom and guidance that they need. And we say this all in your mighty name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys, so we got two amazing special guests, and I want to just say first and foremost, welcome back to the All-Star Academy. And we were just talking about you guys' commission statements this week. Your biggest commission statement this week is how much?
It's 6,100.
Let's go, baby. Come on now.
Bro.
And then, Morgan, how about you?
4,000.
What was your guys' biggest month in income before this?
Bro, before this, I hit like 2,800 at a car wash with a big bonus too, bro. Bonus like 2,400, but they took it in taxes. So
Yeah.
it was horrible.
That's crazy, a car wash, bro. I'm
Yeah.
picturing your bonus as like a big bar of soap, and there's like scrub-a-dub-dub.
Yeah.
I don't know why, dude. I know it's ridiculous.
Dude,
But
pretty much, bro. What they had me doing there.
yeah,
But
yeah. What about you, bro?
Full-time college student. So I never really had a job. I mean, I do stuff on the side, hustle here and there where I could. Other than that, I was just going to school.
Yeah.
So-
What's the most amount you guys have deposited so far? I mean, Morgan, I know you're new. Brayden, how about you?
in December, I deposited a little over 30 grand.
That's crazy, bro. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, bro. It was nuts. And my
You're on
birthday.
the nice list.
Yeah, for sure, bro. That month was a good month.
That's sick.
Christmas
And you
is
guys
good.
both have been in the business how long?
I've been here like right at 10 months now.
Oh,
Been here since December. Was that like 3?
Like
Going
going in 4.
Going on 4 months.
Yeah.
fire, bro.
Yeah.
So I want to just go and spend some time into your guys' stories because they're both really unique, and take me back a little bit. So you guys have grown up together,
Yeah.
done a lot of business, quote unquote,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
hood rap business, but what's your guys' story?
Met in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Way back. Yeah.
Yeah, we there's like a fair at school where we put money in to like, do stuff with the teachers, whatever. We both wanted to watch a movie with our teacher, but we had separate teachers and they just came together. We both won. So we were at we were watching Despicable Me together and and eating popcorn. And from there, it was raps. We
Yeah.
started.
In kindergarten?
Yeah, in
Kindergarten.
kindergarten, yeah. And then since then, we've just been chill, like literally ever since then.
Yeah.
Just been best friends.
How old are you guys?
19.
19.
Dang, dude. That actually made me feel old right there when you said Despicable Me.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I genuinely just felt old.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
making me feel old, dude.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Bro, you're an unk now, really.
Have I reached unk status?
It's close
No,
enough.
no.
Close enough.
I
bro.
appreciate you more. I was like, no. No, I don't
They're on
think
like 4 now. Despicable Me 4.
Yeah.
They got
bro.
the whole
Despicable Me's fire.
No,
It's funny.
good movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was
I think
good.
I'd be considered like big bro status before unk.
Yeah.
like
Once you hit like 28, 29,
Yeah.
then it's
30 for sure.
yeah. Yeah,
For
30.
sure, uncle.
30, you're forgetting how to use a computer. Hey.
So you guys both won some type of competition. You guys both watched the movie, so you've been winners from the start.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys have done some businesses together. Can you guys share a little bit about that?
Did we do
Yeah.
any? What did we do before then? Did we?
Dude, we did everything, bro. Well, I feel like we both kind of hustled. I kind of did some other
'Cause you were in Chick-fil-A.
shady stuff before him, but then we got into it together. But
The shady stuff?
Yeah. I learned how to steal really well and resell it. So like I would steal like random stuff from Walmart. A lot of, honestly, because I'm younger, I could steal alcohol and sell it easy.
Oh,
and flip
really?
it. We didn't drink or do drugs growing up at all, like do anything like that. We just stayed away. So the way that we coped with that was doing random stuff like that and hustling and making money.
The way you cope from stealing alcohol was flipping alcohol.
Yeah. So
That's hilarious. It's like you take the vice to make it a new vice.
Hey, well, it was working, Rich. So I would sell it to people.
Stealing Alcohol Anonymous. We meet on Wednesdays, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I would take it and then I would go sell it. And then I was 17, so nothing really bad could happen. Then I turned 18 and was like, don't want to do that much.
Yeah.
But we did other stuff though before that as well. We tried doing car detailing for like a day.
Literally a day.
Yeah, detailed one car and got all the stuff. Then that was way more work than we figured. So found out there's other businesses out there, and then you want to hit on the signs?
Yeah, we just thought they looked cool. They're hanging
What was
up.
it?
Just street signs.
Okay, so
We
you
thought they
guys
looked
saw
cool.
street signs, uh-huh.
Yeah, you're driving down the road. It's like, that's pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
that's hometown. We'll put that up on the wall. And so we got one. Somebody else like, that's pretty cool. I want one. It's like, give me $40. I'll get you one. Oh, sweet. So I want one too. All right. And then we got one guy, and he'd buy them to resell them. And he said, well, as many as you can get, and I'll buy them from you. He said, as many? He said, yeah. It's all right. So day in, day out. We'd go to school in the morning, and then we'd start at 1 a.m. and we'd be out there till 5 a.m. All black, everything. Like we could get a sign in probably 5 minutes. No, not 5 minutes. 5 seconds. We'd get out of the car, strip it off the pole, and back in the car probably 5 seconds. We'd be gone.
Really?
We'd get out. He'd be on this side, I'd be on that side. We'd push it back, push it forward, pull out, and then we both have a wrench, crank it off, and it's in the car like instantly.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was crazy.
You guys had
We
this
were
thing
hustling.
down. I'm like, when NASCARs drive up and then the pit
It's
crews.
exactly what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah, literally, like, dude, anywhere I went, I had a wrench on me just in case we needed one. Like it was
That
like
is
that every time.
hilarious, dude.
Like, dude, when they caught us, we had like, bro, they were like, how many counties were involved? They're like 21. We're like, what? And they were like Tennessee.
21 counties?
Yeah, Tennessee,
We'd go different
Florida,
states everywhere.
Myrtle Beach.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You
'Cause
guys
some
were
signs
the
were more expensive than
highway
others.
sign robbers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some
guys get-
signs are more than others. People like the fire trucks, the animals. They didn't really like. We never got the name signs, and we wouldn't touch stop signs because stop sign that's attempted
Yeah.
murder. Like say it's gone,
Yeah.
you steal it, and someone blows through it, and they crash, they hit somebody. That was attempted murder. So we're
Wow.
Yeah,
not touching stop signs.
And if someone dies, you get charged with murder.
Yeah.
for
Or
it,
like
so.
U-turns or no U-turns, something like that, where you could actually mess somebody up. We
Yeah.
wouldn't touch those.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
the ones that look cool on the wall. Oh yeah,
yeah.
all of them.
It started just like a collection. We had a shack where it was like a storage unit out in the back of my grandparents' house. And we'd go there, hang out, like put LED lights up, whatever. And then I had one sign from like a while back. We put it on the wall, and it would shine off the light. And we're like, dude, we could fill up this whole thing. Like, why would we not? And
It was like shining down on the sign. It's like the treasure, like,
yeah, pretty much.
You guys
dude.
like, I got a great idea.
Yeah.
Did
And
we
that
stop
night,
the pictures?
Dude, yeah, I have pictures. I'll
Literally
show you
walls
later. There's
covered.
so many
I mean,
pictures.
That's crazy.
Like if you took a picture with your flash, it literally would just like blind you. It was like stars just shooting at your eyes. It was crazy. But the first night I remember we were like, dude, we should fill this thing up. We're like, yeah. And we're driving to a neighborhood, and there was one that said speed hump. We just thought it was funny, so we're like, dude, we got to get that. We got it, and then we realized there's 20 more. And we're like, dude, you think we could take the whole neighborhood and just see? And we took
Emptied
it
it.
20 minutes. We had the whole neighborhood of signs in our car, and we left. And we're like, dude, we could make some money doing this. Like,
Wow. So when you guys are out and about stealing them, did you ever have like cops find your or
Oh
people
my
call you that you had
gosh.
to run from?
Yeah.
One of
there
the
was-
closest, like, it was with me. So railroad signs, the X's that says railroad on it. Those were people like those. But to get them, you'd have to, the train tracks, the big arms that go down, they would be all the way at the top. And so you'd have to climb up it and then take it off.
Wow.
So there's a four-way sign. There's a four-way intersection, and a cop just rolls up, and he's stopped because he's sitting at the light. And I'm sitting up there hanging onto the sign, and I'm tucked behind it just with my fingertips over the edge of the sign. So I'm literally curled up in a ball, hiding behind the sign, just my fingertips showing. He drives through, swear he comes to a complete stop under me.
Yeah, meanwhile,
I'm sitting up there dead silent, brain's laying in the bushes. He's just laying there. There's nothing I could do. He like, say he sees me, like, what are you doing? I said, listen, man, I'm a professional hide-and-seek player. Like, professional. We'd have the craziest stories if we ever got caught. But I swear, it comes to a complete stop, and he just rolls on by. I said, bro, we're done for the night, bro. We're going home.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
Wow, that is crazy.
It was
Yeah.
sick.
Dude, I was sitting down there watching the cop roll by. There's 4 signs over there on the ground, and then Morgan's up there. I'm like, bro, we're so cooked. And like, I'm just
Yeah.
walking by praying he keeps going. He kept going. So I was like, all right.
That's
And-
good. And then did you guys get busted?
We got tracked, not knowing we were being followed and tracked. They were filling out our whole report. So it's SLED. That's for like South Carolina people.
Like the FBI of South Carolina, bro.
And they were filling
Like,
out. They were just doing their due diligence, finding us. You know, where
They
all
take
these
their
signs.
signs seriously, dude.
The DOT, bro,
Yeah.
did not like us, but they did like they would follow Brayden home. They would follow all of us. They would like they had a whole report, and so
Did you know you guys were getting followed?
3
he
days.
he thought something was going on. He didn't really. I didn't know nothing. I never knew anything. But he's going to meet up with somebody to go sell signs because we'd have them lined up like 15, 30-minute intervals. People would come in, we'd sell them. Next person come in, we'd sell
And
them.
they'd come to you?
Yeah.
Nice.
And we'd meet up just at a gas station. And he's going to sell because he got out of school earlier than me. So he's meeting up to go sell. I'm leaving school. 2 undercover cop cars come in, and they don't pin his car in, but they trap him in. So I'm leaving school, and I just see him at the gas station. I'm like, well, he's cooked. I tell everybody in the group chat, guys, it's over. We're all going to
Yeah.
jail. Our life is over.
Dude, I literally thought
What were
everything
you
was
thinking
over.
then?
Bro, I'm sitting there waiting on my. Meanwhile, like 3 days before this, a cop was outside my house just watching my house. And my mom's like, why is a cop there? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, man, that's weird, isn't it? I'm like, dude, I didn't know. So 3 days later, though.
But you knew something was going
Dude,
on.
I knew it. When I saw a cop, he's literally sitting there in front of my mom's house just watching. Like, he's just sitting there for like 2 hours. I'm like, dude, I'm cooked. And I didn't know if it was
Wow.
this or what it was. I was just like, bro, because there's a lot of stuff like in the past. I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm cooked for, but I'm cooked. And then I'm at the gas station. I'm waiting. I'm on my last deal. So I've sold a bunch of them, and I have like a order. We'd get orders at nighttime before school, then go get the order at night, go to school, go to work, and sell in between school and work. So I'm on my last order, and I'm waiting for the guy, and he's like, yeah, I'm 2 minutes away. I look up, 2 black Chargers fully blacked out in front of me, pin me out, all at the car, telling me to step out the vehicle, and so I'm like, oh my God. And
While that was going on, they were raiding the shack that we had all of our signs.
yeah, they're already at the house getting them all. And I didn't know that, dude. And I'm just sitting there.
Wow.
I get out. He's like, what do you have? I'm like, dude, I got them from the jockey lot. We're reselling them. We buy them for $5 here, and this is the guy, whatever. I'm just saying, like, go over there
Whatever.
and find him, you know, like, whatever. And they were talking to me. They're like, who's involved? And I was like, dude, I can't tell. Like, I was like, I cannot tell you who's involved. And he's like, so you wouldn't, like, you don't think your friends are telling you? I was like, nah, they would not. And I was like, I cannot, no matter what you tell me, I will not tell you who's involved with this. Anyway, they tell me to get in the car or whatever. They take me to a library, and they're like interrogating me.
A library?
And, yeah, it's a library. There's like a little office in the
Slam
library.
the books down?
Yeah, they sit me down.
Do they have a ruler?
Nah, I get there though. They open the door. It's like there's a desk here, one guy here, and one guy here. And he sits me down. He said, you mind if I record? And sets up a camera. And he's like, he reads me all my rights, whatever. And he's like, I'm assuming you want to speak with us. I'm like, I guess so. I don't know. I'm like, I don't have a choice, right? Like, I guess. And he asked me who's involved. And I'm like, I won't tell you. And he's like, well, can I tell you some names? And he just goes down the list of everybody. Everybody's involved. You got every single person right.
No way.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah, literally.
Wow, they really built a
Oh, yeah.
whole case around this.
Yeah, he's like, dude, we have pictures of you at your house, taking signs out, putting it in the shack. We have pictures of you, this, and that. Like, they had, like, people watching us everywhere for it.
This
It
is
was,
actually insane, dude.
Dude, yeah, it
I
was
did
It's the
not
nuts.
biggest
realize
ever
it.
recorded people ever stealing street signs.
Yeah,
there's another group somewhere, but we got them crushed.
yeah, no one
And
ever
how
took
many
more.
of it? How many guys did you
Ooh.
have?
We had
Me and him
Me
were the,
and
like,
you.
like
were the
managers.
ringleaders.
Yeah, they told us, too, when I got caught. He said, well, I don't think y'all are the ringleader, but whoever is, like, they're like, it's messed up for them. They're going to jail. And I was like, bro, I'm sweating bullets. I'm like, bro, I'm cooked.
Well, they knew it was you.
No, they said they didn't think it was me. They thought someone higher up than us. It'd be like they thought that we were just working for somebody to sell it. They didn't think we would be the people. But then they found out it was us, and we were all right. But
And so how did it play out from there?
dude, they
we all got interrogated. Well, they all came to us. They showed up at my house not too long after that. And then they kind of just interviewed all of us that was involved, kind of got everyone's story. And then they went silent.
yeah, they
Yeah,
took
they
my
went
phone.
silent for like 2 years. No, it was like a year.
It's like a year and a half. Dude, they took
What?
my phone.
They say nothing. We think
That's
we're
like
free.
ice and the kicker. They
We
took
thought we
that
were
to
home free.
heart,
Dude,
dude.
we think we're free, bro. I have like now my life's changed. I have a new job. I have a kid on the way. I'm engaged, everything. And then I get a call saying that I'm cooked. Like I have to go to court. And
This
I'm
is
like,
when you were with All Star.
No, right before is in April. So I was about to come to All-Star.
Wow.
And I get a call, and I'm like, bro, are you serious? I'm like, what?
You
I'm
called
like, I'm
me.
18 now. Dude, I called Morgan. I'm freaking out. I'm at Waves, like, about to quit.
They're back. They're back. They're here.
I'm like, dude, they just called us. They said we got to go to court. Like, we're cooked. I'm like, bro, I thought this was over with. I got a kid on the way. I'm like, dude, my life's done. Like, that's
Yeah.
literally what I was thinking. And because we thought we just got away for free. Like, we were good. Because they got all the signs back. Like, what else do they really need? And, dude, then they got us back. But we all had lawyers and stuff, and we all just had to pay, like, a fine. It was actually, like, a blessing, dude. They just were done with it because we were minors, and then we became adults, and they just wanted us to be out of the way. Like, no.
We got really lucky.
Dude, we got the luckiest.
Very
ones.
Wow. And then how much did you guys have to pay?
It's like 2K.
2K each.
That's so light.
So we're still in profit.
That is so funny, dude. We're still in profit. Oh my gosh, dude.
We had a system though.
Yeah, me and
Bro, wow, you guys are the best, dude. I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to rob dispensaries with my buddies. Have I ever told you this?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, this will be good. So when weed was legalized in Colorado, like it was like the gold rush. Everybody, every uncle, every brother that was above 18 was growing their own plants and selling it. And one time, me and my buddies, we were driving around real late across the city of Denver, and we see like an open parking lot, and there's this fence line around it, but inside of the fence line are these 4 trailers, and there's one neon sign in the middle with this big pot leaf. Mm-hmm. And I just remember driving past it, and we have music bumping. I remember so specifically, it was Schoolboy Q. God, what was the song, dude? Blank Face was the album. Anyways, and I just remember looking, and just me, Freeney, and Big Mike, we all turn, and we don't say anything. And then we get to my house, and we're smoking some pot, we're doing some other things, and then we just get this bright idea of like, hey, we should go back to those trailers, and we should go and rob them. And it's like 4 in the morning, or 2 in the morning, or something like that. So we get, what do we get? We had an axe, we had a crowbar, we had mass, and we had like a full ski bag that you'll carry skis in. So that's like 12 feet long, and some other duffel bags. And so Freeney was scared to death to like jump the fence and run in. So me and Big Mike, Freeney stays in the car, and also we're in my dad's, he had a red Prius at the time. So red Prius parked. Freeney's just sitting in the car. We jump the fence, and then no one's in there. So me and Big Mike, we are looking around like how to break in, but everything's locked. And we didn't want to just like actually, armed robbery this thing. Even though, pretty much was. But
Yeah.
do you know those big AC units that are like this big, and they actually sit inside of your window?
Yeah.
And so it has to be like half of it's outside and half of it's inside of the room.
The window's open a
So,
little
dude,
bit.
we had circled this thing probably for 30 minutes, and we just both didn't see it. Like, we were obviously baked.
Yeah.
And so finally we see the AC unit, and the window sitting right here with the AC unit right here. So all we had to do was shove the AC unit in, and we were good to go. So, dude, that's exactly what we do. And the next thing you know, we're sitting in this dispensary's office. And all I remember is seeing this huge refrigerator, and it just has a lock around it. And so me and Big Mike are like, all right, bro, like let's rock and roll, excuse me. And so we both are on the opposite sides of the refrigerator, and we start scooting up the lock, just hoisting it up.
Yeah.
And finally we get it up and over, and then we open up the refrigerator, and I kid you not, bro, it's like the holy grail of wax. And so wax is like $35 plus a gram. And this one was $75 a gram. It was the most premium wax. And it was from top to bottom, about 6 feet tall. From like every inch was filled with this stuff. It was $150,000 worth of marijuana.
That's
Yeah.
And
crazy.
so, dude, we just loaded it up. And then we go back for more. But then we had to step foot in the area where they actually sell bud. Dude, the moment that we stepped like past the office area, alarms went off, sirens went off. It, like, I swear to you, it was like smoke started coming out. And I just remember like, rah! Like, dude, running as fast as we could. We hop in the red Prius, and we're like skirting out. And literally as it's like 5:30 in the morning. So now there's some traffic for people waking up and going to work. We're literally like headed right onto the highway, just about to make a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Kid you not, 6 police cars just were rounding the corner, probably like half a mile to where we just robbed them. But we're in a red Prius, and there's also like one other just normal looking Toyota Corolla. So it looks like we're just all headed into work.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Literally, dude.
That's
And
crazy.
so we just turn on the highway, and then we're just in the traffic.
That's
crazy.
nuts.
And yeah, dude. And so actually, this is good. I think this will be good for the audience too. So Freeney and Big Mike, they start hitting more licks. They just keep going. I move back home to where I'm from, and then they get caught and tried as adults because they're 18. And so ever since that moment, I always thought it was going to come back to me, because that was probably one of the biggest heists that they had ever hit, was the first one.
Yeah.
And I also, anyways, there's some other stories I'm just not willing to share, but
Yeah.
one day I'm at work, and in this season of my life, I was doing a lot of drugs. I was drinking. I was kicked out of my house. I actually had slept in a park that night. I'd woke up in Albany Park to sprinkler head, literally just like hitting me in the face. And then I walked to a bus stop. As I was on my way to a bus stop, Nicolette Hurd and Alyssa Maniscalchi, God bless those two, they saw me and they're like, yo, like, you need to ride up to work. And like, they'd always been like just like the hometown girls. And I was like, yeah. So they drive me up to work. I have Coke in my bag. I have a whole bottle of like whiskey in my bag. And I go and rip a line, take a shot, and start working. You know, it's like breakfast of champions back then. My general manager comes and is like, Wiley, I need to speak to you. He walks me out back, and on my right side is a red brick wall, the actual building I worked in. On my left-hand side was a parking lot, and then right in front of me was a walkway. So we're walking, and I just get this really eerie feeling. And he's like, hey, wait right here. He takes 8 steps, and he turns. And he just starts looking at me as if something else is about to happen.
Yeah.
And I just get like chills on the left side of my body. And I just turn. And there's a black Dodge Charger. And these doors just swing open. These 2 guys in full all black come out. They're like, Wiley Hawkins, you're under arrest. And I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, they finally got me. But I'm like, you know what? Like, let's send it. So, boom, I just, like, dart to the left. But these guys were trained, dude. Level me. Dude, they literally handcuffed me from my wrists. They handcuffed my ankles, and then they put a big, like, shackle in between the two. And they just, like, bind me literally like as if I'm a dog. And I'm just, like, jumping up and down like crazy. Like, I'm genuinely, I don't think I've ever had a situation even come close to that. And they're like, they kept asking me, when do you turn 18? When do you turn 18? When do you turn 18? And I'm like, what? Like, I'm just freaking out. Like, you're not getting me in this car until I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I hear my dad's voice. And I just hear, like, I'm so sorry. I just remember, like, turning around and literally just being like, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm going to kill him. Because I was like, well, you're the one that ordered this or whatever the hell's going on. And then they tell me, they're like, hey, you're going off to like a rehab, boarding school, military school, whatever the hell it was.
Oh, so.
But they can't hold you there once you turn 18 because you're a legal adult then. And they're like, when do you turn 18 again? And I'm like, September 24th. And so, boom, it's like, all right, I got, 3 months? So I get shipped off to Montana. And every time, so I get shipped off to this place. All we did there was move rocks, chop wood, go to school, which it was like literally 5th grade school. It was ridiculous, bro. And we just worked for these crazy Mormons people out in the middle of Montana. But every time a new person would come in, we'd always ask, like, hey, what are you in here? What are you doing? And one day, so what happened to me was called getting transported. And everyone got transported except one day a minivan, I believe, if I remember correctly, rolls in. And this whole family comes out. And this young, like, 16, 17-year-old guy pops out. He's all happy, smiling, gives his mom and dad a hug, brother a hug. And I'm just thinking to myself, dude, you're the only guy that came here willingly, it seemed like. Or, like, at least with your families here. And I go up and I'm like, hey, man, like, what's your name, bro? And he goes, I'm Mahmoud Nasser.
No way. That's crazy.
Yeah. And so how this worked, this is actually a really good story, so I'm going to keep going. So we'd had one call a week with our parents, and they had told our families that we were going river rafting, hiking, all this stuff. Bro, we were literally carrying slabs of rocks this thick and 5 feet wide. We'd literally have to get like 8 guys around one rock, go 3, 2, 1, and then drop it, and there'd be a dude in the middle with the stumps, because if we dropped it on the flat earth again, like, we wouldn't be able to get our fingers under it, so we'd have to have a dude with the stump carry it. And the guy carrying it, his name was Chili. We crushed his finger once, God bless him. Shout out Chili. Four finger Chili, man. Anyways, he couldn't spell his own name. It was pretty funny, but it was literally like holes.
You
God
fit in
bless him.
perfect, bro.
Yeah, dude, we were right there, dude. What do you mean, bro? I can spell. But yeah, bro, so, like, I'm telling my dad, like, yo, it's not what you think. But every time we tried telling them, they'd press a button on the line, and then we'd just get cut out. They would review our letters that we sent to our parents, and they wouldn't send them. But Mahmoud luckily speaks Arabic, so he'd speak to his family in Arabic, and he'd tell them. And, dude, so then my dad, I don't know, I genuinely cannot remember how my dad catches wind if Mahmoud's family calls my pops or whatever. But my dad comes out, he meets with me and Mahmoud, and he learns all about this. So he's like, hey, you only have 3 weeks left anyways. Just finish through, but I'll get you out of here when you're 18. Because either it was that or I was walking home. I was literally going to walk. My parents were not in support of me leaving at 18. So, boom, I fly out, and me and Mahmoud, ever since then, we stayed close. Checked in on him. You know, we always just called each other and said, hey. Boom, I go, finish high school. I come back in my senior year, go to college, then I get introduced to insurance. First month I do $18K, second month I hit $47K, and I call my dad. I deposited $30,000 plus. And I was like, hey, Pops, I think I found something that will completely change my life forever. I tell him all about it. He's like, insurance is the best industry on the planet. 2 pieces of advice he gives me. Number 1, stay in insurance for 10 years and you'll be wealthier than you ever could imagine. It's the best industry. It's insanely hard, but the longer you're in it, the better it gets. Number 2, hire Mahmoud Nasser at all costs. For the next 18 months, I called him every month, showed him all my deposits, checked in on him. And 18 months later, he joined the business. And now Mahmoud does $12 million a month for the organization. It's one of my best friends. And so this tattoo is actually why I have it. It's maktub, which means like it is written or it is destined. And so this is really for Mahmoud. And just our relationship, because All-Star wouldn't be here without Mahmoud Nasser. And Mahmoud Nasser wouldn't be here without All-Star. And so, like, we were destined to be in each other's lives. And, like, dude, it's one of my favorite stories ever of just, like, how unique it is. And Mahmoud shouldn't have even been there. He, like, smoked a little pot, sold a little pot, like, you know, lightweight.
Yeah, why was he happy to be there? He think you were about to go really
Mahmoud's
rafting?
always happy, dude. Yeah, he was like, I'm going cliff jumping, happy. You know? Come on, Habibi. Let's go, baby.
Dude, that's crazy, though. I can't believe I never heard that story. That's insane.
I'm surprised you haven't either.
I thought y'all went to school together.
No, we went to rehab together.
Oh, some kind of school, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. That is
yeah,
insane.
dude. And I think it's awesome because, like, you know, God just redeems all stories. And inside of that moment, that moment that I was sitting in the back of the car, and the guys that had, like, jumped me, they let me smoke cigarettes on my way to Montana because I was like, I called my dad and I was like, yo, can you tell these guys, like, I can smoke some darts? And my dad's like, yeah, whatever. Like, you're going to go sober for 3 months. Like, rip them. And so I'm just, like, in the back, just, like, ripping darts and handcuffs. I'm like, you know?
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting there, like, dude, I was talking to this super pretty girl at the time. I was, like, about to take her on another date. Like, my whole world just went, dude, people thought I just left the earth. Like, no one knew where I went. Like, none of my friends. And so that moment, my whole world's ending. But in reality, it was like that was when the story was truly beginning. And it's so cool to see, like, how God's hand has worked when you connect the dots backwards inside of your life. And every single moment where I've been honestly at rock bottom is where God has moved the most. The moment where I was had no idea where to turn, and I prayed to God to reveal himself to me and to give me a billboard sign that says Wiley Hawkins do this, was the moment that I get a phone call that introduces me to this business, to my purpose, and introduces me to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the guy that shepherded me was in this business. And it's like God has ordained every single bit of this story so that we can be in this moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's cool because as you guys have looked back in your life from stealing signs together to meeting in kindergarten to all of it, now to be working together and building a business alongside building the kingdom, it's like we can see all the dots getting connected. So right now the moral of the story is if you're out there and you're a hood rat, man, you got similar backstories, just know, bro, All-Star's the best place to be, man.
Yeah, bro.
Guys like us, we come in and crush it here.
Yeah, you can come hustle here, bro. it's the biggest thing you need. But dude, that's crazy, man. I cannot believe that's really how you met him. I thought that, dude, I don't even know what I thought, to be honest. That's insane.
Think about that. If we didn't go to rehab, Ronnie Salem wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I know. And
None of the playbook would. Mahmoud Nasser wouldn't be here. There'd be,
yeah,
dude, it's crazy. Like, through the pain and the suffering that I put myself through at an early age, like, there's so much fruit from it. And it's just so cool to see, like, how God redeems everybody's story.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same with us. It's like everything we did, I don't have any regrets at all because I feel like without that, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
bro.
with that, I could probably be doing it now.
And we have such good perspective. We can speak into so many people's different lives because, like, we share a lot of similarities with a lot of folks out there.
Yeah, for sure. Because a lot of people I know, like even back in school, like a lot of people would hear, like, not the stuff that we did. He was a good kid in school, but would, like, I'd have signs ready to go sell at school, and people would see him and stuff like that. And it's like people like I know then people that know my story from then would think this kid's cooked. Like, and then they hear I have a kid on the way, and it's like, bro, it's a wrap. I'm making $40K a year max. Yeah. And I think that helps with like talking to people, new people coming to the business because everyone has a different story, and I feel like we can relate a very broad audience. Yeah. So especially at our young age, most people are idiots, you know. So they did something.
Dude.
Stupid,
so
bro.
How did you guys go from stealing signs to walk me through how you guys found the business?
Dude, so I found it first, and I was at the car wash, you know, and I had I had the kid on the way, and when I found that out, I was like, dude, I have to find something else. Like, I don't know, it's either I lock in at the car wash and like try and make it work, or I can find something else. And they'd offered me a manager position, and it was a salary of 60 hours a week, like 44K a year. Wow. And dude, it's crazy because my family, not my mom and dad, but like my grandparents and all of them, they're like, it's security, you know, you got a kid on the way or whatever. This is what you should take. And
which makes sense, like in their defense.
Yeah, for sure. And then, but it was in Simpsonville. It was like 40 minutes away from me. I'm like,
oh wow,
dude. Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm working 60-hour weeks. It's 40 minutes away from me. I'm probably making less hourly. And I was selling memberships, and they said if I was a manager, I could sell memberships, but they wouldn't give me commission. So I was like, bro, what's the point in this? I was like, bro, that's what I like doing here. And then, dude, I told my family, dude, I'm not taking that. Most of them were like, bro, dude, you better figure this out. It better work. And then I talked to Dalton. You know, Dalton, he brought me in, and he talked to my family, dude. He came to my baby shower, and my whole family was letting it in on him, bro. Like, everyone's like, you better not let our baby drown. He's got a kid on the way.
Oh my gosh.
Like, dude, they're letting him have it.
He was feeling the pressure.
Dude, he's like, I pray this guy works hard. He's literally, because, you know, people can come in here and not work hard and, like, is what it is, and it sounds like it's Dalton's fault, you know? And, dude, so either way, we came in, and then we started crushing it. And honestly, once I found it, I knew he would do good, but I didn't have my comp up yet. And I was like, bro, I can't hire this kid. I was like, he's going to pass me, bro. I was like, I know he will. Like,
hilarious.
Dude, because I knew it, but he wanted to go to school.
Gatekeeping, dude.
I
told him not to.
He called me on the way home. I go to Charlotte because Ethan Shell has a lock-in there, right? Before I'm licensed anything, I took my test, like, at the lock-in. And, dude, I'm there, and I'm coming back, and I'm calling Caleb Humphreys. I'm like, he's not passing me, bro. I can call him. We're good. So I call him. I'm like, dude, like, you got to come in here. Like, we're both going to hustle. But then I know Morgan. I'm like, bro, he will be up day and night. So, like, he'll stay up all night and dial. I'm like, dude, I'm going to get cooked. So I called him. He's like, don't hide the money method. I'm like, yeah, if it works, dude, I'll let you know. But I don't have high hopes. Like, you know, I'm just like, just keep doing school,
You're hilarious.
Bro. And then I started getting up and doing well. And comes like probably October, I start telling him, like, dude, you should probably, you know, think about getting into this. It's a good thing. But he's in school. I'm not being like super pushy because I'm like, you know, I still could get higher.
But real quick, so I'm Morgan. I'm gonna get to your story. So you go down to Charlotte, you get licensed. Mm-hmm. What did your first couple months look like, and how quickly did it take you, you know, to make $10,000 in a month?
Dude, I'm pretty sure my first month I made 10 grand.
What?
I think, 'cause, yeah, dude, it was nuts. I came in
You had a pretty hot start.
yeah, I came in because the issue was that I got my first contract back, and then I start dialing, right? Because I have a gold mine, I have like somewhere I can write whatever, and I'm writing, and then as I'm going to like do everything whatever, I get hit with like I'm trying to submit applications, I can't find my license and stuff, and they tell me I put my social in wrong. So now I've been here for like a month, and I'm trying to write apps, and they can't find any of my license or anything at all. And I have to get recontracted. So for the first 2 months, I didn't get paid at all. Like our first like month and a half, didn't get paid anything. And then I came in, just kept hustling off of Dalton's old leads. 'Cause I was his first downline, so I had a bunch of fresh leads that he wasn't hitting that hard. And my first month, I wrote 16K. Then second month, I wrote like 26 or something like that. But it was all like kind of mixed because the first month I got contracted through the middle of the month. So it was like from the 15th to the 30th, I wrote 16K. And next month was like 26, 28. And then we went from there. And so it's probably literally within like my first month or two, I was depositing 10K.
That is so amazing, dude.
I remember my first deposit, I woke up, I had $20 in my bank account, and I was like, I just need to get paid somehow. Wake up at 3 in the morning, and quarters pays like at 3, and it was $4,500, and I was looking at it like, oh my God. And I was like, dude, yeah, I was like, I've never had that big of a check hit, dude. I was about to cry. I was like, I was ready to get up and go.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. That was the exact same position I was in. I was sleeping on a mattress pad this big.
Yeah.
And I literally, bro, I had 18 cents left. I did pay my bills. I paid my first month rent. I had a couple, like, dude, I think I had peanut butter jelly and some bread in my fridge, honestly.
Yeah.
And I had filled up a tank of gas, and I was like, dude, I just need some bread. And then I had 4,400 deposit, and I just remember looking at that, and that moment completely changed my life because I had never been paid that fat of a check at all, and it was just from a couple sales, and I was like, game on.
Yeah.
Like, let's freaking run it. Like, once I like tasted the kill, you know, and I was in the hunt, because that's really what it is. You get out every single day, and now it's not like we're trying to kill the clients. It's like we're just in the hunt, bro. Like, we're hunters naturally. So it was one of the coolest moments for me. So I love that, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. And so you're doing 28, 30K. Now you're doing really well. And Morgan, you're watching this from a distance, or what'd your season of life look like?
So growing up, I always went to school. I never missed a day of school. Good grades was expected from me.
You're living a double.
I was living a double life.
Like when he says he never missed a day of school, like he literally.
I have never.
No, I believe like you weren't sick.
No, like he's never missed a day of school.
Like you weren't sick.
Not really.
You've never missed a day.
A day.
Kindergarten to senior high.
Perfect attendance all the way through. At graduation.
What?
I stood up. They gave me a speech because I have a twin brother, and so we both never missed a day of school.
And his older brother as well.
No, you guys cheated the system. You guys both one would.
Bro, I'm
I
telling
know
you.
it. No, dude, you guys are identical twins.
No,
one would run to one class, change really quick. That's fun.
But like good grades was expected. Showing up was expected. Sports, they were expected. Just growing up, you know. I've tried everything. Every sport was expected from me. And so naturally that kind of just built, you know, a natural tendency to like set high goals.
Yeah.
And then just no reason not to get there. If you set the goal, work hard, you'll get there. And so with my mom being a surgical nurse practitioner and my dad being a Green Beret, the medical field kind of just stuck out to me. I said, all right, let's be a doctor. That was at the peak. That was at the top.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'll just be a doctor.
You saw the money, huh?
I never really, I still don't have, I don't know. I was like, sure, that's just the best. And I would tell people, I'm going to be a doctor. They're like, oh, my gosh, that's so cool. And so I was like, all right. They think it's cool, so I'll do it.
Yeah.
My older brother, he's still pursuing, he wants to be a radiologist. So naturally, older brother wants to be in the medical field, so naturally I follow. Same with my twin. He wanted to do the same thing, so it's just kind of like, all right, we're just going to be doctors. So cool. Go to school. I do good. I had like a 5.2 GPA. I was doing fine. Like school was good. College rolls around. I go to just a technical school just because it was cheaper, and I transferred to a 4-year. Brayden started selling insurance, and I was like, oh, maybe. I don't see why not. But I was never closed off. I was told I was completely open to the idea. If I can get in and sell insurance and, you know, hustle, because I think at the root of being a doctor or wanting to be a doctor or a radiologist was wanting to be able to provide for a family. So I'm going to be a husband one day, and I am going to have kids. And so when my kids want to, you know, play sports, they want to do these things, I want them to have the best equipment or be able to do such things, because that's the life I had. So at the bare minimum, I want to recreate or reproduce the life that I lived as a child. I was taken care of. My parents are awesome, very loving, very caring, very supportive, and so at the bare minimum, that's just what I have to do for my kids. So
That's so cool because you got to see your parents like set the bar for you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, and dude, a lot of people don't realize that, and usually you see people that kind of come out of the mud and they're like, I want to distance myself from that. And a lot of people that come from like solid families, what I've seen is fall into like drug addictions. They're not grateful. They're taking advantage of what they have, or they don't realize the advantages that they do have.
Right.
So it's awesome to see like this is the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And it's all about your perspective.
For sure.
Because think about it, dude. Like people, if they don't have a good perspective and they're always chasing something instead of working from a place of gratitude, like here's everything that I got that I'm going to work with. Everything else that comes in my life is a bonus. I feel like people that have solid perspectives like that can go so far in any arena that they're in.
For sure. And so, I mean, I was all for it. I mean, like just wherever I can, make do and provide, I'm going to do it. And so I was like, I told Brayden, I was like, if I'm actually going to get in here and really sell and work and really, get a taste and see what it's like, I want to really actually do it. Because he told me like working, you can work part-time, but not really. If you actually want to have a career, you got to be all in. And so when he told me that, I was like, all right, well, Christmas break is rolling around. Let me do what I need to do. And, I'm off school for a week. And I'll kind of learn the game before, but for that week, I'm just going to get in there and work hard. Mm-hmm. And so I did, and I get in there, and I was running some of his old leads, and, like, it went great. I sold, like, 2 policies. I sold a crazy one. It was, like, $600 a month, and I was like, dang.
Thank God for that big one.
Dude, I remember
Thank
videoing
God
it, bro.
for that big one,
I
dude.
swear.
That was, like, the biggest piece of bait you could have ever put on the end of the hook, dude, and be like,
sure.
Let's
At the
go,
time,
Pullman.
too. Bro, I never sold one that big, and I was low-key like, bro, how did he just do that?
Dude, and it's always like the leads you give to the homie.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Literally, bro.
Dude, I knew he'd be good, too, because the guy was looking for car insurance, and he wrapped it around to life insurance. I was like, how?
What?
And it's like his second day, and he's like, I don't
We
even
both
know what
know
he
you
said.
wouldn't have sold that, dude. I don't think I would have sold
bro,
that.
I talked to him. And Chloe did. I talked to him.
Yeah.
Everyone did. And then it goes to him. And he's bro, I remember like Chloe was listening and she got to like a quote and he just was like, I was looking for car insurance. And he's talking to him and just closes for like $628 a month or something. I was like, bro, that's insane.
Doesn't that go to show like a lead is never dead?
I agree.
Yeah.
A lead is never dead, bro. Because you just don't know who can close it, what's going on in that person's life. And, dude, they might have had genuinely just someone die, and they're like, I need a policy. Mm-hmm. They get a call from Morgan. And he's like, yeah, $620 a month. Perfect.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like,
Morgan's like, yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Dude, yeah, if anyone can close, bro, dude, literally last week, there's a guy he gets on the phone with, has a $25,000 policy for $270 a month, right? He sells him a $25,000 policy for $400 a month. And, like, he just swings it. The guy's like, oh, yeah, he's on a 2-year waiting period. So, yeah, get this one while you're in the 2-year waiting period, then cancel it after the 2 years. Go to the other one because it's a little cheaper, but you'll keep this for 2 years. Like, dude, that makes so much sense. It's an immediate coverage. And he sells them. I'm like, bro, how does that even happen? Like, and I've talked to the guy. Like, I don't know if I've talked to the guy actually with that one, but it's just like he gets on the phone and everyone else in that office would not have closed that guy.
Yeah.
And
you put him in a better position.
100%. Because I told him, I was like, something happens to you tomorrow, you get nothing. Like that can't happen. Like who's gonna pay for the funeral? That's
okay,
the
so
last
actually
thing
let's
want.
walk through this scenario then.
All right.
Because that one just confused me a little bit. Mm-hmm. So what did the guy currently have in place?
He had $25,000 in coverage and he's paying like $272 a month. And he was on a 2-year waiting period. And I called him and I was like, hey, I don't know, what did I even say? I'm always just assuming the close. I'm like, we can get you new benefits, new discounts. We can save you money somewhere. And so first I'd like to see what they're covered for. I was like, how much you currently covered for? I said $25,000. It's a whole life return policy. He was like, I think it's a whole life. I was like, how much you paying a month? $272. I was like, whoa, that's way too expensive. $270, that's crazy. I didn't want an arm and a leg for that. I just tell people that if I can save them money, then it's a lay down. If it's not a lay down from there, I try and stink my way in there somehow. And so he was unsure about if it was on a 2-year waiting period or not. But while I'm on the phone, he like looks at the policy packet or his guy emails him and he's like, yeah, this is on a 2-year waiting period. And I was like, sir, do you know what that means? That's terrible. That's terrible. We can't have that. Like, I cannot let you get off the phone being on a 2-year waiting period. And he was like, yeah, I mean, that's that's kind of bad. And I was like, it is. I was like, we'll get you set up on immediate coverage. We'll get you taken care of. And I put it into perspective for him. I was like, if you die in the next 2 years, I mean, you get what you pay into it back, but that's not going to cover the funeral.
Yeah.
They're going to have someone's paying out of pocket for that. I said, all right, well, let's get you immediate coverage now, knowing that this is taken care of. And then after that, if you want to cancel it, do whatever. It's your policy. That's fine. But we need you protected for these 2 years. And he was like, okay, that makes sense. And at that point, it could have been $600 a month. It could have been $800 a month. He would have bought it because it was protecting his family. So, I mean, it made sense to him financially. He was well off.
Yeah. I'd bet he wasn't even covered for $25,000 because there's no way that's
what he
cheaper
told
than-
me, but he was like,
Well, most people don't know.
yeah, I agree.
There's no way. So you switched him over to immediate, which is good.
For sure.
Dude, crazy thing is too, the next morning he calls him, and
Oh
Morgan's
my
like,
gosh.
"Oh my god, is it chargeback? Whatever this dude's calling me." He forgets to answer because he's like waking up. It's like 7 in the morning, and leaves a voicemail. He's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that someone else called me about insurance, but I told him I got a guy."
Oh, that's so sick.
Dude, yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah, because building that personal relationship,
For sure.
it's what separates good agents from great.
I agree.
You
I
know?
tell my guys, like 4 times, if you have any questions, anything, call me. Nobody, you call me. And so I tell them, like, straight up.
And then you just got to be good at answering your phone, being
Oh, yeah.
there for your clients, making sure that they save your number,
Yeah.
you save theirs. A lot of agents don't save their clients' numbers. And, bro, they call, and it's not they're calling about a chargeback. It's a question.
Yeah.
They need to update banking, credit card, beneficiary, and then you're not there. And
What do I do now?
unfortunately, where are they going to go?
Yeah.
Another agent calls them, and they're like, oh, here's my solution.
Yeah.
That's sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go and work for a week, you have a massive sale, and then after that, you just go and up and quit college?
So I made the sale. I was like, okay, this is, I think I like to foresee the future. Like, where am I? Like, will this actually play out? Is this safe long term? Asking myself all the questions. Because if this is what I'm building my future off of, it's got to work. It's got to be rock solid.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to make it work.
But is the industry right?
Right.
What did you see inside of the space and industry that what left you so convicted?
From what from what Brayden was doing, it was good. Everything was fine. I just really wasn't educated. I mean, from what I was hearing from the outside, I'd make jokes about him being in a pyramid scheme. All the jokes, the stereotypical jokes. I'd say the same things to him, but I mean, once you actually just look into it, it's just a no-brainer. It just makes sense.
But was there anything specifically that stuck out?
As of like a positive or a
Well,
negative?
I mean, for me, like whenever I looked at this industry, because I was in sales, I actually sold life insurance for another company before I worked here. And what stuck out to me was, number one, we were a broker. So we had multiple different companies. Number two, we had leads that we had access to. So warm, fresh leads, people genuinely requesting the product. Number three, the commissions were wicked high.
Right.
Wicked high. The comp, it was all based on merit. No one could slow me down. If I worked really hard, I did what the comp good said, I got the raise. The industry was recession-proof, pandemic-proof, everything. It's gone through every war, economical crash in the last 150 years, and it still stood the test of time.
Right.
Number three, the product was needed by everybody, and there was a demand for it. And our whole market pool was every single human being in America.
Right.
So I just remember being like, well, that is green check boxes all around. Let's freaking rock and roll. And dude, there was a roadmap laid out and really strong mentors around me. And so I'm like, dude, if these guys figured out they paved the road, it's going to be easy for me to stand on the shoulder of giants.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so that's what I really meant by that question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm exactly what you said. I mean,
Yeah, you don't got to double down on it. Okay, so now you guys are building a team. You guys are running an office. And before I get to that, you just got done with wiping the floor with everybody in the rookie
I
bracket.
sure did, and I'll do it again.
Let's go, dude. Run it back. Well, you will not be in the rookie bracket next year, brother.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's for sure. You get to have the Rookie of the Year award one time.
That's all right.
You know what I mean?
I'll keep it.
Yeah,
He
bro.
told me it was coming up. He says rookie bracket coming up. I said, all right, I'll win. I said, all right, we'll do it. He just told me, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna win. Why not?
Why not, dude?
Literally, why not?
I know. Everyone asks, like, what's your why? And I just remember always being like, why not? Like, why not be the best?
I swear.
You know, like, why not push myself and just see what I'm made of? Like, why not go all in? Why not, bro?
Yeah.
So it would come out, and we'd kind of scope out. And be like, is this guy good? What do you think he writes? And I was like, that don't matter. It's just, I'm going to write, I'm going to sell, I'm going to do good. And, I'd win, and then that week's gone, and we're on to the next. We just keep hustling.
Well, you went through 6 rounds.
Yeah. I think
Something like
six
that.
rounds, and you did
16.
116K
Yep.
in 6 weeks. Was there one week where you had a matchup that was really pushing you?
What's his name? Spencer? Yeah,
Spencer
Brayden tells
Cannon.
me, all right, 3 months ago, guy was homeless. He's got an apartment and a Tesla, and he's crushing it. And I'm just little town, South Carolina. I was
Yeah.
like, all
Out there
right.
easily.
I'm literally
Right next to the Dollar General.
Yeah. I'm like, think about us, bro. Think about where this kid came from. Like, you better lock in. Like, it was first Graham. He kills Graham, and I'm like, I thought that Graham might kill him, bro, at first, and then he came out and
You beat Graham?
yeah, we had to, bro.
Wow. Well, I didn't know they went up against each other.
First week,
You
I
know?
think.
He was it was after like a Zoom meeting. He was in there, and he was like, hey, Morgan, I think you beat me. And that's what I sure did. I sure did.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, yeah.
Graham's a beast. He did
No, he's
44K last
solid.
month.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, he's strong. That's awesome that you took him out in the first round.
For sure.
Yeah, bro. I told him, I was like, yeah, you got some solid matchups coming. I was like, if you win this, there's like a good chance you win the whole thing. I was like, this is
Yeah,
a
if you
hard
take
one.
care of Graham right
Yeah.
off rip, literally there's plenty of talented guys inside of the rookie bracket, but facing Graham off rip is awesome.
Yeah, dude. And he barely got in because we had already made the
brackets.
Yeah, the bracket. And I remember it was like deadline was like February or something. And it's like February 5th. And I'm like, bro, I have a guy that has to be in this. I'm like, I don't know who has to go, but someone does. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
You
someone
moved
has
some
to
people
leave.
out.
Yeah, yeah. And then I remember Jackson replying, he's like, this guy. I'm like, all right, we're good. So we'll get him in. But yeah, he went up against Graham. And then I remember just watching every week as soon as it come out, we zoom in, like, where's Spencer? Where's Spencer? Like, we were like, that's the only one we care about. Everyone else is good. And then he got to Spencer, and you wrote like 20K or 18K that week or something like that. It was something stupid. And we were good. We kept literally every single day. I was just searching Spencer's name in Discord or going through, just counting his numbers because he isn't posting
I
Discord.
don't post
at
my
all.
sales. I just sell on to the next.
Yeah,
On
he
to the
just
next.
sales walk at the whiteboard. He's just going back to dialing.
Really? You should post, dude.
I could. I mean,
Let the people know, bro. No, you really should. It's good for merit,
okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because everyone wants to know, like, who's scoring the most points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they want to know where you're at. So, all right. So you go against Graham. And what were you – dude, God, you had to be averaging, like, $18,000 weeks.
Most of it was like the bare minimum was 10. I don't think the lowest week I had it was like 9,900 and something.
What was the biggest week?
44.
You had a $44,000 week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Walk me through that week. Lead spin.
I had
Did you
a
have some big
crazy-
sales?
Yeah, I had a crazy.
You had to.
Yeah, it was like 2K a month. It was
Oh,
insane.
you had a
I remember
$2,000.
Jay Montez texted me. He's like, "Is this right?" And I sent him a picture of the AP, like the
The app,
number.
we sent him the app.
I sent him the app with the how much he's paying monthly, and it was like 2,200. And he was like, "Nice, all right." And like,
That's funny. The staff had to check.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
like, "Is this right?"
he's like, "Is this an autocorrect? Are you sure he wrote that?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro." And I sent him a picture, and he was like, "All right, nice." Then like a minute later, rookie bracket winner came out, and I was like, "Nice, bro."
That's sick,
Yeah.
dude. Wait, that was your last week?
Last week was 44K. Yeah,
Yeah.
you sent me that video.
In
of
the
like,
championship round, you dropped 44K.
Yeah.
You
The
just
dude-
curb stomped them.
I told you I'm not losing.
Was
I told
not
you.
after
Yeah.
that sale. Yeah, dude. You just literally just windmill dunked
Yeah.
in the first quarter and just humiliated him.
Dude, yeah. It was crazy. I was just sitting there. I remember, like, he walks up to the whiteboard, like, probably every hour or so. Like, he's just walking up, hits the gong back, walks up, like, writes it down. And I just remember thinking in Discord, it was like, everyone thinks Morgan's just not writing anything right now. And then he's going to be the rookie bracket winner. Dude,
Yeah.
But it was nuts, man.
Well, let's talk through some of that. So, what was your lead spend every week?
At this time we were still like running every lead under the sun because the rookie bracket's going out. You know, I want to win. I want to crush it. You know, if we could find something crazy, it'd be easy, light work.
Right.
And so we're looking at everything. Typically, I would spend it's 1,450 bucks, and that's two age packs.
$1,450?
Yeah, 1,450. And I'll just buy H vets and I just run them. I just literally just run them. Just sit there, call them. I will tell them anything to keep them on the phone if I can get them on the phone for 20 seconds and I just find something, I just poke holes in their story.
So, when you were buying all these other leads, I know you guys tried a handful of vendors. Were those age vets, final expense, mortgage, was it a little bit of everything, general life?
mainly, it it was probably vets and just final expense.
Yeah, I never did mortgage or anything like that or IULs, because I didn't know how to run them, and I was like, felt like I was lighting my money on fire. Because if we were here and I had like the I was around everybody could hear it.
Yeah.
But like in my head, it's like I'm listening.
You don't know, dude.
And then I don't know what I'm doing.
You're
at
already
all.
taking a risk trying new leads.
Yeah, and then like bro, and with that as well, I meant to mention we had live transfers on, so we'd have live transfers
that
and
helped
age
you.
vets. Like so he'd be dialing, then you get a live transfer, and live. There was a point in time where like. Bro, I remember he had a downline come in, which that's a long story. But either way, he comes in, he gets 2 live transfers back to back, both 141 a month, back to back, and we're like,
180?
it's like, 181. That's what it was. And he walks in. I remember it was within 30 minutes. He had both apps submitted, and he just made like $4,000. And his downline is just like twinkle eyes in his eye, like he's literally just tweaking. We're sitting around the poker table before we got
Before
the
you
office.
go all in?
Yeah, yeah.
Where you jam on them? Yeah, I go all in.
Yeah, literally, bro.
I
After
just
those
hit
sales,
4K, boom.
dude, it was nuts. But it was like 10 a.m. and his guy was there and just like, you just made like over $3,000 in an hour at 10 in the morning. I was like, yeah, like it was insane.
Wow,
So,
that is so sick. And so you tried all these leads, call-ins. After you've had that experience, what is your mindset, mentality? What would you guys speak to the new producer, the one that's hitting 30K? Is there a special lead?
No. You just know the person. You can tell, like, just be human, talk to the person. Like,
I think
What have you learned about leads?
the only thing that I think whenever I think of leads now is that age vets, the reason the age vets work is because we learned on them. We know how to run them so well that any other lead, if I would have started on them and I learned how to run them well, they would have worked just like age vets. I'd be like, bro, I'm not buying age. I'm buying the FEX or whatever, that I started on. So I think when it comes to leads, it's like everyone's buying the same stuff. Everyone's running. And then whenever you get here and you see all the other guys, like you see them all going through the same struggles, going through the same, we're all working 12-hour
wins,
days.
challenges, yep.
Yeah, we're buying leads. Like we're all going through the same struggles. Just from afar, like in South Carolina, it looks like y'all done cracked the code. Like like we're like, dude, what's going on? Everyone's selling. Then we get here and everyone's going through the same struggles. It just looks like a lot because there's more people. So I think with leads, dude, it's like
Well, it's so funny because I've hit Hall of Fame twice. I think I probably sold 1.5 million on my own pen. We ran 10-year-old mortgage leads. I started on final expense. We invented vets. Literally invented them. Truckers. We invented IULs. We made we didn't invent IULs, but we made a lead company. Me, Zach, Calvin, and a guy named Brian Allen were the first ones to go out and sell IULs. And what I learned is, one, it doesn't matter what lead you're running. It just genuinely comes to attitude and activity. If you got the right mindset going in, regardless of, you said this the other day, if it's the worst lead on the planet, I'm going to be the best producer selling that lead. I'm going to be the best at selling that lead. That's the mindset you have to carry regardless of whatever lead it is. Because if you put any type of dependency on the lead, you take any type of ownership away from yourself, and then you don't begin to get better, sharpen your sword, you know? And then if you can genuinely work 12 hours a day, honestly, 5 days a week with intention, you will be a top producer. And as long as you consistently buy $1,450, $1,500 worth of leads. But I remember for me, back in the day, our leads were $65 to $85 a pop. And I was spending $1,200 a week. I was like just scratching 30K. And some months I'd pop a little bit more. And I was asking everyone around me, what's the difference? And I couldn't get an answer. And then finally I kept asking, well, what's your lead spin? What's your lead spin? Everyone was 2,200, 2,500, 2,200, 2,500. So I said, let me just give this thing a go. Boom. Started dropping 2,500. Shot right up to 60K a month. Right up to 80K a month. And I realized that I just needed more inventory. My skill set was there. I was just lacking ammunition to actually go out and get the job done. And dude, there's guys in this office that they're doing 20K a month off of $600 a week of lead spend. And they're like, well, I want to be a top producer. And it's like, don't change anything except just bump up your inventory every week. Go sell more pizzas. You'll make more money, dude. That's how it goes.
I remember talking to, whenever I first came here in November, I talked to like you, Luke, and Jackson in the morning. It was me, Caleb, and y'all three. We're at that little the whatever y'all call it. I can't remember, the little shop over there. We ate breakfast. You know what I'm talking about? It's somewhere. It's like the market. Yeah. We're sitting there, and they asked like how much I'd IP before, and my best month before coming here was like literally like 26K or whatever. Like it was like my second month in the business, and And he was like, I don't think there's anything different because we were only spending like 1,000 to like 700 a week. And he's like, I don't think there's anything different. You just need to start spending like 15 to 2K. And then I went home, spent 1,500 to 2K every week, and wrote 40K next month. And I was like, bro, that was it. I was like,
see, dude,
simple.
It's the game is so simple. Like the math equation here is lead flow plus workflow equals cash flow. Honestly, plus a good attitude, because you could have lead flow, workflow, and you could be just a dude. You could have poison in your head.
I think that's the worst thing in the
100%.
world.
Oh
Like,
man,
yeah.
dude.
When I first started,
God bless.
when I first started, if they picked up the phone, they were sold.
That's
That's
literally
just
what
what
you
I would
say.
say. If they picked up the phone, they're sold.
Yeah, bro, and you're speaking life over yourself.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
know,
If
the
you
other
start-
day I can't remember who I was talking to, and he was just like, dude, he was just speaking death over himself. He's just like, I'm not that talented. I'm tired. I have a hard time being disciplined. I was like, dude, you sound like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, dog, I was like, you're not gonna get anything out of life if you keep speaking this over yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And now I was thinking about it. If Jesus always says like, I am, like, what's your name? He's like, I am. And I was thinking about it, like, how often are you like, I am tired. I am this. I am this. And it's like you have just started creating an identity with yourself of who you are. I'm like, you just got to be aware of what you tell yourself, dude. Life and death in the power of the tongue, dude. You can build a man up with how you speak, and you can tear him apart real quick with what you speak into their life.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing in this business as well. Is like if you don't, there's a quote I tell literally everybody. I'm like, I heard this thing about how they train NASCAR drivers, and it's if
Yes,
you,
dude.
Did I tell you
bro,
about this?
I took this from you.
Dude, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they,
I've been using this the last couple
really,
of weeks.
dude. I've ever since I heard this. It's
Shout
stuck
out
with me.
C-Mac.
Dude. But yeah, they train them to look at the grass when they're spinning out, because if they look at the wall, they're gonna hit the wall. So if they look at the grass, there's like a way better chance to go in the grass. So whenever I think of people like they're coming in and they're being negative about, yo, these are bad leads, or this is, chargebacks. What about this? Like, need to get my commission up or whatever. Like, they're saying all this stuff. I'm like, dude, if you look at the wall, you're going to hit the wall no matter what you do. Like, you're going to hit the wall. So ever since then, like, I used to do the same thing. Honestly, I would talk bad about myself like this, or I have bills coming up and I just talk poorly about everything. And it just was hurting my mentality. And then I heard that, started changing the way I acted, and it, like, bro, now I have no stress at all. Even if I have like 10K in chargebacks, whatever it is, bro, I know I'm getting paid next month. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's cool, dude, and like honestly, this has really helped me recently. But ask yourself, like, where do you put your eyes? So, are you putting it on the chargebacks, your bills, or are you like, my activity, my lead spend, where's my schedule at? And then you can really start having a successful business. Now, let's go to the ultimate version of this, which is, are you setting your eyes up on the cross? Because I promise you, the moment that you always are looking inside of God's word and inside of his will, that is when this overwhelming peace, strength, and perseverance just comes out of you. Because one, he will give you wisdom. He will give you scripture that pops out to you that answers so many questions inside of your life. And so many people have their eyes set on the world instead of Jesus. And it's like, if you look at someone that truly has their eyes set up on Jesus, dude, you will see so much fruit inside of their life, you know? And so now go a layer deep, right? You got your eyes focused on the business, which is great. Put your eyes on the cross, bro. Watch how he just begins to bless you across everything. Not even, dude, like, if he doesn't give you another $1, bro, it doesn't matter. Your inheritance is already greater than that.
I agree. That reminds
100%.
me, whenever I was flying down here, my layover was like 8 minutes, and I had to book it.
That's horrible. Who
I
do you
had
fly
to-
with?
It was
Get there
it was
faster?
American.
We hate layovers, doc.
yeah.
But it was, I mean, I texted Brayden. I was like, dude, I have got to run. And I was stressing out because the plane, they were taking forever to get
Yeah,
people
dude,
off
that,
the plane.
and you're in
taking
the seat,
forever.
and you're like,
I'm just sitting there. I'm like, dude, I gotta go. It's like
you
they are
can't do
going
nothing.
to. I'm
Talk about anxiety.
I'm refreshing on the app, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna make it. And I was like, well, what if I don't make it? I'll be all right. It's fine. Because I was like, if I sleep in the airport, bro, I'm completely fine. Because I'll think about like we were talking about it earlier, God's plan and how you can zoom out from a further picture and how everything's gonna fall together. And I was like, man, if I don't make it, bro, I'm sleeping that night in the airport. I'm gonna have some conversation with some dude. Like, I'm gonna be all right. I mean, ended up making it, so I was all right. But I mean, I was just, dude, I was like, I'm running the meeting on Monday. I have to be there. I have to be there. And I was like, dude, golly. And then I was like, you know what? I'm fine. I'm gonna be all right. You know, sure enough, I made it. Everything went great. But I don't know. If you really do accept that and just put that, you keep that and just remind yourself of that. Because in the heat of the moment, I mean, you're going to be stressed out. But if you can just remind yourself, just take a step back and just be like, I'm never going to understand it right now. A week, a month, years, decades. I mean, same thing with you. It'll get there. It'll be all right. His plan's perfect. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of the pressure that we feel is all just created inside of our head too.
Just busy noise, just chaos.
It's like, oh my God, if this, it's just like, I love this question. Like, but did you die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still kicking.
Dude.
But did you die, bro?
Yeah.
No. All right. Let's go. And honestly, like, dude, I know this is gonna sound crazy. Like, I genuinely cannot wait to die.
Oh my, I'm the same way. I can't wait for it.
Like, this
people
a
be talking about it. It's like, dude,
I'm so
don't be
hyped,
sad.
And dude, this might sound crazy, bro, but like, when some people pass away in my life, and as long as they know Jesus, I'm gonna be like, hallelujah, bro. Like, honestly, let's freaking praise and celebrate, because this is a fallen world and a fallen body, and like, there's a lot of pain and misery, no matter if you're inside of God's, under His wing or not. Like, yes, we get to walk in His blessings under His wing, but we will still have perseverance, all the things. And you know, one of my favorite pieces of scriptures lately is, to live is Christ and to die is gain. And God's word rings true. So to die is gain. There is an inheritance. There's a whole nother kingdom that we're citizens in, but unfortunately we're pilgrims. We're traveling through right now. It's like, so that's what our job is to go and continue just to build the temple of God while we're here. Build other men up. Help them just understand like the vision, the purpose that God has inside of their life. So I'm glad we're on the same page.
100%. I'm ready to go, dude. Because I think back to...
I was saying yesterday, bro, that's crazy because I got an objection. Like, this is a crazy objection, bro. I said something about the funeral expense, and he was like, the rapture's coming before I die. I don't need it. I'm like, all right. And I tell Morgan that. He's like, bro, I hope it does. Like, dude, I was like, bro, what objection is this? And like, I tell him, dude, he was
dude,
hyped.
I honestly, I mean, the 7 bowls that the angels will pour out, I don't know if I want to be around for that.
Dude, Armageddon, like end times. Golly,
crazy.
You think the world's bad now?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. People don't know. Like, I hope I go before all that, because I'll still be walking the earth, and like, dude, I'm ready to rock and roll. But dude, when you read in Revelation what's gonna happen, the final prophecies that haven't been fulfilled, it will wake you up, bro. I'll strike real fear inside of you, and you want to be, because when you're friends of the world, you're enemies to God, and just remember, you want to make sure you choose your enemies wisely. Yeah. You know, so well, I could sit there all day, and I just want to wrap up with, you know, what you guys have seen from building a team and what you guys are learning, because you guys are natural born leaders. A lot of people look up to you inside of your world, and you guys have always been leaders since you were kids. I'm sure people have told you that, but what have you guys been learning lately on leadership and recruiting?
I think when it comes to business, the biggest thing I've learned, like with recruiting and just the entire business, like a hard pill I had to swallow was that, like I hired a lot of my friends and I loved them as brothers and like I wanted to be their friend, but when it comes to business, I have to do business, you know?
That's so tough to learn at this age, bro.
And it's like a hard thing to swallow, because like I'll have some people where they're slacking off, whatever, but it's like I call them out and they're like, I'm your friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I do that? So then like when it's time for business, it has to be business at the end of the day. The way I put it is like, if you can't understand business, then I don't even want you in my life at the end of the day, because the 5 people you're around, you become the 6th. So if there's people thinking negatively or doing stuff that's hurting them and they can't see that and change that, then I don't even want it in my life at that point. I feel like that's the hardest thing I've had to swallow recently. Yeah,
you know, I'll tell you this that Sean Mike shared with me, but you're only going to be able to, I would say this fact has, or this has changed now in my life, but when I was in your season, you're only going to be able to count on 2 hands people that truly root for you. So what happens is, once you pass a ceiling that other people could not pass, they will try to tear you back down to that same level of success that they had. So I'll be up front. Even when I started making more money than my father, when I started making more money than other successful people, they were always supportive up until I was doing better. And then they were like, how much do you pay in taxes? How long is this going to work? What do you think? How do you think the industry is going to change with AI? Like, just trying to plant doubt. And I'm sure their hearts meant well, but it was a natural response. And I really got to see who my friends were, because a friend to me is gonna, now what I've realized, I think the best story in the Bible that represents like good friends are the friends that lifted their brother up, carried him on top of the roof, dug through the hole or the roof, and then let their friend down so they could get to Jesus. Like, dude, could you imagine genuinely right now, like, let's say a guy comes in here, he gets sick, and we have to go and find, Jesus that's walking, a man that's healing. We move through the whole cloud. We climb on top of a house. We break through the roof just to get our friend in that door. Like, that's a friend. I need people like that around me. I don't need a drinking buddy. I don't need a homie that likes playing poker with me. Like, honestly, like, dude, those are all just like things that I enjoy. But just because I enjoy doing something with somebody, that does not make you a friend. I think the word friend just gets thrown out there so often, and then we cling to that idea. It's like, no. Like, a true friend, bro, is going to challenge you, push you, lead you to the cross, and honestly be someone that you can fall back on. And so, yeah, I'll just share that with you, because there's a lot of people in your life that we call friends that aren't. And dude, you'll see very soon, like, most people are going to just walk away.
Yeah. No, I already see. Like, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, bro. It's like, I think that's the hardest thing when it comes to business. Once you get to a point, everyone's for you at the beginning, because it's a hard industry. Everyone wants you to do well, and then you do better than them, and it's like, then it's a hard pill for them to swallow. You know what I'm saying? And I think you'll see that soon as well. But like, well, you kind of already see that a little bit, but I think it's the hardest thing to swallow. But once you get past it, then you find the right people. Then you get around the people that you really needed to be around in the first place. And then, like we were saying, it's God's plan. Everything's going to end up lining up. So even if you are going through hard times like that, then, you're going to get there eventually. Like, I know me and him are going to make it no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, literally no matter what.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest lessons that it took me the longest to learn was how to genuinely have, like, real hard conversations with folks, and especially with my friends. And just learning how to speak truth in love. It's like, I need to tell you the truth from a loving place, because I do care about you, and it's going to be hard for you to hear. But the mindset that you have, the actions that you're doing are hurting your life and your future. And as a friend that cares about you, I'm obligated to tell you, bro. So do you need help figuring this out? Or what can I do for you? And then they're like, damn. And dude, most people appreciate it. And the ones that don't, it's like, all right, bro, I told you, like, I'm going to knock the dust off of my shoes. I'm going to keep on walking.
I think that's where I'm at now, is like trying to figure out how to word it without coming off rude, but also without coming off as too friendly. You know what I'm saying? Get the point across, but get it off to where they know it's coming from a loving perspective, Well,
it's called level setting, bro. Like, I learned this from Sean. Like, before you go into a hard conversation, like, you just get, like, clarity on things of, like, hey, bro, you understand, like, I want to see you win at the highest level. You know how much I care about you, and I want to see you be successful all around in your life. Do you care if I'm 100% open and honest with you?
Yeah.
So what I first did in the beginning is level set of, like, here's the plane that I'm about to speak to you on, and then I ask for permission to speak into their life, and then I'll tell them, hey, you baboon, you're fucking late all.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. Could you imagine you just started cursing them out, dude? You're just like, hey, you monkey, dude. Like, you're acting like an idiot.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing, honestly. I should use that, though, baboon. That's actually pretty damn funny. Hey, you baboon. Dude, I mean, some agents, they, like, I'm like, bro, like, we have it trainings every day at 8:30 a.m. And I'm like, what time are you up? And they're like, 8. And I'm like, dude, I leave my house, and I literally see kids that are in 8th grade, 6th grade that are going to the bus stop at 7:30 a.m. in the cold, waiting. Dude, there's one girl in this neighborhood. She waits on the corner, and it's 7:15, and I'll just see her just, like, huddled, low-key just cold. And I'm like, dude, if she can do that and waiting for a bus, you can wake up on time and get to your 1099 job where you can make upwards to millions of dollars a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, wake up.
Yeah, it's complacency, bro. Once you get in something like this, you forget what you had.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Where you came from. Yeah. Yeah, dude. But no, it's easy. You see that all the time, where it's easier for people to forget where they came from or what they had before. Yeah.
What about you, Morgan? What have you been learning, bro?
Kind of what we talked about the other day. I got one guy and a few people starting soon, and it's really just going to be their belief in the business.
Yeah.
Because it can be kind of hard, getting started, taking your test, getting contracted. I can kind of feel like a few weeks or almost a month or, 2 months, a stretch of a time where it's like, I'm doing all of this and I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm still getting started. And so I feel like, they could see something like that and just kind of they'll think in their head, like, is this just going to jump through hoops and doing this and doing that? I'm not even working. So as long as you can keep their belief set onto, this is the system we've had. It works. We know it works. You've seen me work it. Just, come in, work hard.
Yeah.
We'll do the same thing.
Yeah, dude. And think about it, like, people are saved through the blood of the Lamb and the power of the testimony. The more testimonies they hear, the more their belief rises. Because they'll see you be successful, now they see CMAC. But if you can get more people around you guys, which you are, becoming successful, and then also have them see the YouTube videos and the amount of different testimonies of success, then they go, well, if it's working for all different characters, why couldn't it work for me?
Right.
And that's the power of this business, is it works for everybody that does the work.
Right.
Yeah. Literally.
So I want to wrap up with this. So we're in 2026. We just got done with Q1.
Okay.
Congratulations, first Q1. Well, you've been here a little bit, but Q1 of 2026. Actually, let's see, dude. Let's see your guys' numbers. You want to see your numbers?
My numbers are
Oh,
cooked
man.
right now because of Ethos.
Oh yeah, his are messed.
Mine are
I'll check
actually-
mine
mine
out.
are
It's all right.
actually-
I'll
All right,
check.
let's see CMAC.
They're not that crazy. Week 5 should update a good bit, but
Let's see.
team number, we hit team PR though.
Did you?
That's good.
What'd you do for the team?
We're at 83 on week 4, but week 5, I'm hoping that if my numbers update, his maybe everything will come in, and then I don't know if anyone else's will jump up a little bit, but they might maybe close 100K, and then coming after 150.
Dude, I'm telling you, next month.
Next
Maybe
month we literally
this
might hit
month. Oh my
150.
gosh.
Like it's or yeah, this month.
Yeah.
This month, yeah.
That's good. All right, Brayden, CMAC.
It's actually not that crazy, but it's,
29?
it's not like some
Morgan
Dominic Vasco stuff.
Frommel. So far, well, we had some problems with Ethos, and you haven't. Honestly, you're going to have a huge April. You're averaging
That's what I'm saying.
15,669.
Yeah, this month he's gonna be nut. Oh, averages are rough. I think last month he did like 24 or something, and well, week 5 might push you to like 30. I don't know. Depends on what you had go in.
I
and
get
what-
paid
Wait,
by
where are
your pay?
you, C-Mac? You're way down here,
Bro,
dude.
quit
playing, bro.
I'm just kidding. You're like, what, 13? That's not bad.
13?
Yeah, you're averaging 27,642.
Oh, I thought you said 13, like 13K. I was
Oh,
like, bro,
no.
you're
Place.
lying, bro. I can't pay my
27,000.
bills.
That's fire.
27,000. That's not bad.
Where do you
Needs
guys
to be
want to be at
higher,
the end
yeah.
of the year?
Hall of Fame. Who's getting
Oh,
there
yeah.
first?
That's what we're
That's
racing
what-
for.
Yeah. I'm hitting that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I had a start ahead of them though, so it's rough.
No, dude. I mean,
But-
go.
We'll both hit it this year.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
9
hitting it
months.
first, yeah,
Hit
that's
it
the
in
main thing.
September.
Dude,
That's my
yeah, we
birthday
feel like
month,
it.
man.
Same.
Bro? Yeah.
go,
Wait, what
dude.
day?
The
You
24th.
literally said it. Golly, it is.
I heard September. I don't know.
I mean, that would be
But-
tough
yeah.
to remember. So Hall of Fame. What about team wise?
For ours or for his or what?
Whatever, dude.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know what's realistic, you know?
Shoot for the
Anything's
stars. What are you
realistic.
talking
I
about?
feel like $500,000 by the end of the year.
Easy, bro.
That's
yeah.
not, like,
That's
at
very
least.
solid. Hall of Fame and $500,000 team is very respectable.
Yeah.
You can build it the right way. You guys got the office. You got people in there.
Yeah.
What about you, team
Hall
wise?
of Fame. Team wise, we're just getting started. We'll figure something out. What's a good number of like active riders who are riding good business?
I think going for if you could get 10 strong riders,
That'd be awesome.
10 strong doing 20K, you're going to have, like 3 to 4 guys that will be moving the needle. A couple like average producers and then a couple guys that are just starting or honestly probably headed out the door. That's just usually how it goes. So I would say just a really strong 10, dude. Build a really good base this year. Get to like 300, 400K.
Love to.
And then from there, you'll just pop.
That's
We'll
what I
do
was going to say. 400K. Well, if you had 300 or 400, hopefully I'm higher than 5.
You gotta do
bro.
750.
Yeah. About to say 750 would be a lot cooler, but
Yeah, why don't you just go for
Cool.
$1 million?
let's do it, bro. Figure it out. That would be nuts. That would be crazy. Hopefully, though, I feel like it's the way we're going now. Like we went from, like, dude, I just got my team under me like 5 months ago, bro. I was struggling to get to 90% comp. I was like going up
Yeah,
and
my
down,
comp's about to go
fluctuating.
up.
It's horrible, but yeah, we're about to both go up a good bit, and then from there we put a lot more money back into ads and Indeed and stuff like that and recruiting. and also into like getting good leads for new people so they get paid and have the belief, and then they can invest themselves.
Yeah.
Because right now it's kind of like we're trying to buy our own leads and buy them leads, and our comps lower, and like we're trying to figure everything out together. And I think once we have that, I mean, bro, money's just a tool. Once you have a lot more, then like you can build a lot quicker, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that'll be a big thing. Once we can have a big gold mine and big, like, people come in, we have more leaders in the office as well, people there every day. Like summer, whenever that comes, like a lot of people are in college,
Yeah, that's gonna
work.
be
Like summer's gonna be really good.
Paving the
And,
road.
I think that's gonna be the biggest jump you see us have. Like I think we'll go like literally with summer. I think we'll triple our numbers.
I agree.
Like 100%.
A lot of people will start once they see everyone having success down in South Carolina, then a lot more people will join.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking about joining, and speaking about joining, I know there's folks that are looking for mentors like yourself. And if you saw yourself in Morgan's story and Brayden's story, what is the best way to contact and reach out to you guys?
Dude, I have anything DM
Instagram, yeah.
or
What's your
Instagram.
Instagram?
We have a jot form that you can click and fill out your information, and we'll get back to you.
What's your handle?
It's itz.cmac, so SEMACH. But it's kind of
Morgan Frommel.
Nice.
Yeah, I need that bro, instead.
It's CMAC.
Yeah,
It's fire, dude. I like that, man.
But,
Well, I just want to say thank you guys for coming on
course.
and traveling
great.
out, the flight, the drive, and just spending time and pouring in to all the guys out here.
mhm.
You guys make my life freaking easy, bro. You guys make me look really good. And without you guys, we would not have an agency. So I want to just say thank you.
Bro, I
For
appreciate you
real,
having us
bro.
on.
Yeah, we're going to go and crush it.
We will.
And I want to say thank you to the listener. This was a really fun podcast, one of my favorites that I've done. The beginning was really funny.
Yeah.
But we'll see you in the next podcast. We're going to continue to put out amazing testimonies and as much tactical advice as you guys want. But actually, let me ask you, what do you guys want to hear more of? Is it the testimonies? Is it the tactics? What are the areas that you're struggling in? What do you guys like about these podcasts? We want to tailor these to the audience and the viewers. So please comment below on the YouTubes, like and subscribe, hit me up on Instagram and message us. And I want to say have a blessed day and thank you all for joining us. So we'll see you next time. Peace.